Elevated Talkz this thing. You got your boy Stxndout in the fucking building. What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? I think let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Hey,
if the energy's off, that means I'm off, right?
Okay.
So, Elevated Talkz this thing. We got your boy fucking Stxndout in the building. What's going on?
What's going on?
Hi, I'm Pretty on Purpose.
I'm Claudia.
They got straight to it, see?
No, let's go. Yeah.
And I'm V.
V, Claudia.
That's my business name, Pretty on Purpose.
Okay, what's your real name?
Angie.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because they're gonna ask me on play.
Okay, no, it's okay.
You already know who the fuck.
You always do that. You already know who it is,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
G6, the flyest guy walking out here. Just, happy to be back with my guy, Terrence.
Okay.
Let's do what we do.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said the F word in the beginning because of algorithms.
It's
I
okay.
just learned something.
It was slurred. It was slurred.
Anyway, it's cool.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
We'll go into I learned something the other day. Okay.
Okay.
So if in a video if you cuss right away, then something
It gets
YouTube
demonetized.
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube does something, but if you do it in the middle, then it's whatever.
You're
okay.
good.
But whatever. It's okay. It's
Okay.
fine. We'll do it.
He sacrificed that for you guys to get your energy up.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
So how's your mental health? What's going on?
Mental health.
Yeah.
It's just crazy right now. It's just life's hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about life's hard is fucking with your mental health?
I think just being like a single mom and just trying to raise my sons and working my ass off and just trying to provide, you know what I mean? And keep myself sane at the same time. Yeah.
How many sons do you have?
I have 3, 2 that live with me and then one that lives in San Diego with his dad.
Okay, so you're from San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What made you move to Vegas?
Vegas. So my older 2 kids, their dad passed away.
Okay.
The grandparents live here, so I was just like, they should get to spend some time with their grandparents. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
keep
just
close to the family.
come over here, and they have cousins here, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And way cheaper than San Diego.
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
What about you? How's your mental health?
My mental health's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm trying to focus on peace right now. So
What brings you peace?
my family.
Okay.
Me and my family, spend time with them, doing for them,
Okay.
brings me peace.
You have any kids or anything?
I do. I have 3.
Okay. 3. So 3
Yeah.
and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's why you guys bonded over
Yes.
3 kids. Okay. All right.
Not bonded over kids. Bonded over 3 kids. That's real.
why.
How long you guys know each other?
Since like October.
So maybe 6-8 months now.
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
I met her through we have, but we're really close.
We're really, really
Like,
close.
when you meet somebody, you just know.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys seem like you guys have been rocking out for years.
Right, for 10, 20 years, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that.
It does.
Okay. What about you? How's your mental health?
Mental is good.
Good.
She knew it was coming.
I've been into therapy for 2 years.
Oh, that's
Okay,
nice.
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's good.
so,
Therapy is fucking dope.
yeah,
Okay.
so I feel like I'm at a very good mental state right now.
What made you start going to therapy, if you don't mind me asking?
I was getting out of a 6-year marriage.
Whoa. Wait, how old? What? Don't answer that question. You seem very younger.
Whoa.
So, a 6-year marriage, what did you get married like straight out of high school type shit or what?
Type shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I tell people that's a bad idea, right? Don't I always say that?
He always says specifically that's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
His words are that is dangerous.
Was that the love of your life, or was it like military type deal, or
No,
what was
so
going
that was
on?
definitely love of my life, for sure. But, I think we just played the game well until we didn't.
Interesting.
Okay.
Is he
Played
older
the
than you,
game.
same age?
He's a year older than me.
Okay.
Same age.
On the same age. Interesting.
Yeah, and we share a daughter, so, we have a very good co-parent relationship.
That's good.
Yes.
So you only have one kid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys got married like
So I was 19.
oh, so he took you like
Straight
around
out
your-
of high school is what it
he
sounds
took you
like,
before you even got to really hit your prime youth. You got to experience a lot of shit, right?
That's why you say love of your life. I was like love of the life you knew. You didn't know life. You know.
How many
you
boyfriends
understood.
did you? If you don't mind me asking, how many boyfriends did you have before him?
None.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The
Everything
life
makes
you,
sense. Yeah,
the life you did not know.
Everything makes sense now. Yeah. Okay. You from Vegas?
Born and raised.
Okay. All right. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm almost born and raised in. I'm
Almost half.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Carson, California. You know, I moved to Vegas about shit. I'm aging myself out, but 19 years ago. On and off. I've been in Vegas on and off 19 years. So I went to high school, did my thing in California, moved to Vegas, moved back, came back. You know.
Yeah, you're not from Vegas if you didn't go to high school out here. That's what they'll say.
That's what they'll say. Hey, I'm
Well, I went
from
to high
Vegas.
school
I
out
didn't
here
say
already.
that.
Oh, have you seen it?
No, I went my junior year out here, then I went the fuck back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not from Vegas.
What school in Carson?
I went to Carson High.
Oh, Carson, okay.
Yeah, I went to Carson High. And then I went to Centennial out here, and then I went back to Carson.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can. At the time, I said, "Fuck Vegas, I hate Vegas." And, you know,
It took your ass back and brought your ass right back out here.
Well, yeah, well, that's when Vegas is special.
Why was
You're
it
not lying
special?
about that. It was different. That was different. It was a different time.
Vegas, when I was coming up, like it was no place for no kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's a but you could do anything and live any dreams out here that you wanted, right? Like it's a 24-hour city. Literally everything. You go eat steak and eggs at 4 in the morning, $3.99. You could be in the casino till 10 a.m. Just fucking not even knowing that it's 10 a.m. The clubs, the lounges, a lot of lounges here. The bars, you know, you go to Walmart at 4 in the morning and shit, you know, and then you know, all that fun shit, you know. And then if you really wanted to make some money, like this is the money state to me. Like you can make a lot of money here.
That's true.
No matter if you a P, no matter if you was in the nightlife, and, you know, whatever. Like even fucking the drug dealers, right? They made a lot. At one point, it was like you could make
Right when the club is over, man.
Top of the morning.
It's
I know
time
people
for
that-
everybody to get paid, right?
I know people that would serve people and like they'll just make a club run and serve people, and this is when like it's like what 20-something clubs going on all at once and shit.
Yeah.
Then you roll over into the pool parties and shit. That's when rehab was popping. They had their days.
Man.
So it
Don't
was,
hey man, R.I.P. to
ditch.
rehab.
It was ditch.
Are the pool parties still popping? I never
Not as
been
much
to
as
one
they
ever.
not as much as they used to. So it was
Okay.
ditch Fridays. Ditch Fridays at the Palms. It was Wet Republic Saturdays. And then Sundays was Rehab Sundays.
Yeah, now that I
And then
remember.
Mondays was Marquee, right?
Yep,
Marquee, yeah.
that was Marquee.
Yeah, Mondays was Marquee. And that shit, it was like people, I know people that did that shit every weekend.
Yeah.
Every weekend. And then the clubs,
Like clockwork.
it was a lot of clubs out here. It's too many to remember. Like we went to the States.
Sounds
they
like
had
a
to-
fun time.
Oh man, yeah. People came out here just to go to the pool parties.
Oh yeah.
That's a fact. We was just talking about that, how it went from, remember when you used to have to like be in a suit to go to the club?
But
Yeah.
And now because of Dre's, once they started doing all the residencies, you can't have people talking about the culture. You can't have 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa there and we gotta go in a suit.
Right,
So they
the
had to,
fuck?
so it was
We're
almost like,
talking about that, yeah.
it was almost like Dre's, they kind of did that and that kind of like changed the whole,
Yeah.
that kind of changed the whole culture.
Before Dre's, it was like you had your Hayes. I mean, well, Dre's was always
Hayes was
probably
classic.
Yeah.
Hayes was in, what
LAX.
was Hayes? That was Aria, right?
Yeah. LAX. You had Vanity.
I remember LAX. LAX was what hotel?
It was what is it? The Luxor.
Luxor.
Yeah, Luxor. Yeah. How long you been in Vegas?
I'm born and raised.
Okay, yeah. So you know.
Yeah, we were talking about that, like how girls used to always have heels on. Now you see them in flats and
Right.
sandals.
Remember
Before you wouldn't even wear them.
You remember that club Crown in the Rio?
Yeah,
I remember
Crown.
I remember
I was a
Crown.
promoter in Crown.
Yeah,
That was
Crown
my
used to
first-
crack.
I
It was just too
standing
many
at the front
fights.
door. I was young. I
I have a
out
theory.
there. I used to love it.
I have a theory. Anytime Franzen comes to a club, that shit gets shut down like a month later. Like
Shouts out to
anytime-
Francis. It wasn't
yeah,
just Francis' birthday?
Yeah, shout out to Francis. But every time, it seems like every time, except Dre, every time he like gets a residency at a club, like it gets real ratchet, and then a whole bunch of fights come, and then like
I mean, it's important.
obvious
It's too
reasons, like a
much.
month later is like gone. Like you know, you see them closing down Cadillac Ranch. Remember Cadillac Ranch?
No, that
It was down Town Square.
Oh yeah, I think I
Yeah,
know.
right next to like
I
right
was
by
Is that
Blue
like
Martini.
downtown?
Yeah,
Blue
Town-
Martini.
I was
Pop
really a
up
promoter
forever.
for Crown. I was standing out the
I
front
don't know
door.
either.
I was waiting.
Yeah, Cadillac Ranch.
I forgot about that, but
Yeah, that shit was cool. It was fun, you know.
it was different.
They had all the lounges too, free lounges.
Yeah, it was a different time. And
Town
then
Square,
they
right?
said
yeah.
free lounges and free parking.
Okay.
Man, Vegas was a different place.
Not the free parking,
Vegas
right?
was a
That's
different
so different
place.
now, right?
That's around the time where it was invasions of the peas. So like
Invasions of the P.
yeah, so like everybody was a fucking pimp.
Okay.
And then,
it didn't help when I moved here.
No, yeah, not
Like
me.
when I moved here, everybody thought I was a pimp just because, like, what? Because I got a curl or something. Like, what? It can't even just talk
No,
normal.
you're out at night. They see you all the time.
Nah, I was
They're
I was up the
stereotyping
whole
you,
day.
though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just
I
a
was just getting
stereotype.
stereotyped every time I talk to somebody. Oh yeah, like, hey, so are you a pimp? It's like, God damn,
Right,
like,
shut
not
the
at all,
fuck up.
not at all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from here, so
And
I
baby
know
hair and a
that
curl
side.
is a prerequisite. Okay,
Yeah.
but
I think
nah.
everyone like, yeah, you're a pimp, or you're somehow affiliated with the game.
Right,
Like,
right.
Yeah.
you're doing something out here to make some money.
Yeah,
I get it.
I mean, it's still a lot
3, 4 in the
now.
morning.
No, I get it.
But like shit, like let's say 10, 15 years ago, shit, like everybody was like, nigga, you a pimp too? God damn.
Nah, real
There's not
talk.
enough hoes to go around. Shit.
And they'll choose up and try to make you be something you may or may not
Oh,
be.
they for sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Maybe be
No,
for
nigga, you a
something.
pimp. Come on,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna hang with you. Here, take all my money. Here, I'm
Got
like,
my own
damn.
right
Yeah.
I knew
already
women.
know.
They lived in San Diego and like
San
the
Diego.
Bay. They'll come out here on the weekends. This is what they'll do. Like, so they'll work in like the pool parties or whatever, and then at night, what they'll do is like they sell that. I know girls that'll make like $50,000 in a weekend,
That's a
if
fact.
not more.
That's a
Go
fact.
back home, come
That's
back
a
out
fact.
here the following weekend, and shit, throughout the summer. You know what I'm saying? And then
Damn.
chilling in the winter.
Oh, that's easy.
Chilling in the winter.
Cause you know, like around November, December gets a little slow.
It's slow.
Yeah, it's very slow.
It's-
Money.
and so
He knows an awful lot.
I know he knows.
He knows
Everything
an
he's
awful
saying,
lot.
and I'm like, okay, you know he's from around here.
You know, how do you know all this
He knows.
information,
Yeah,
Terrence?
we had a
He
lot
knows.
of fun. It was a lot
I don't
of
know.
fun. Now, it's a little different, but I mean, it's still more special than a lot of other places.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. You know? So you
Yeah.
missed out on the shit.
I'm glad. I
Nah, it
love
was-
San
It
Diego.
was a time.
I don't give a fuck.
I like San
I'd
Diego.
rather be
Nah, Diego's
chilling
cool.
on the beach.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a
I
fuck.
like San Diego. Like I almost moved to San Diego at one point.
Yeah.
It's
No,
different.
Diego's
It's just a different vibe. I'm not a desert type of person. I like greenery. I like the beach. Like, I can't do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I almost moved to San Diego.
No, they go cool.
No, San Diego's so
Well,
pretty.
I got a lot of people in
And
Dago.
I'm born and raised here, so I love the
It's
water.
peaceful as
So
fuck.
It is. It
You know
is.
what I mean?
It is.
And it's not as many bums as like LA.
There's still a lot of
It is.
motherfucking
It's
bums
a-
in like downtown,
Oh, no,
but
I-
just
oh, yeah,
LA is
dude.
way bigger,
Yeah.
so that's why there's
No, I
more.
stayed at this hotel not too long ago in San Diego. Like on the back end of the hotel was like a whole. Let me not say homeless encampment.
Yeah, homeless encampment. That's what they got. A lot of homeless
This
encampments.
nigga got real politically correct.
No, it's true though.
All
Yeah, I
right.
don't want to offend nobody today. Not today.
Not today.
Not
It's
today.
early.
You know, I'm cool today. It's still early. Yeah. So, yeah, it's special.
It's so
Yeah.
special.
So all that to say, it's special.
Yeah, it's special. So, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do now? Like, what do you,
I do tattoos. I do a little bit of hair, and I'm a mom.
so you're an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, yeah.
Are you dope with the tattoos, or are you just like
I think I'm pretty motherfucking dope with the tattoos. Yeah.
Look at her work.
you did that? on
No.
yourself?
I did
Still looks
this
good.
one on myself. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
Probably like 5 hours.
I mean, that's cool for 5 hours. You're
Yeah.
doing yourself, you know.
This was the first one I ever did on myself too, so I was happy with it.
Okay.
But I love art. I love painting. I love drawing. Anything artistic, you know. That's why I like doing hair too, because it's like art as well, you know.
So, like, is tattoo like since you like art? Is that a part of like your decompressing, your mental health?
You know
therapy?
what? Just drawing would be like my therapy. It's like meditation for me, really, because I can sit there and draw for hours and just be like in the zone. You know what I mean? Without a thought, you know.
Yeah.
So-
I know. Yeah, I know, girl.
I enjoy that.
What about you?
Well, I'm a mom first. I'm a writer, and I have an escort service.
Okay.
So, manage girls under me.
Okay. That's dope.
So I kind of understand what you're talking about, like the
Yeah.
industry and stuff like that. I'm from Vegas, so
You kind of
I
like
kind of understand it.
There's a show that I watched. I forget the name of the show. Somebody, I'm not gonna even mention it because I can't think of the name. of the show.
Right. And no free promo. Elevated Talkz.
Free promo.
What about you? What do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur too, and I'm a single mother.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
All
I
mothers.
love
right?
that. Everyone said mom
Okay.
first.
Real,
I
see?
know that's right.
I hope you guys are.
Yeah.
Because some people have kids, but
But they'll be there, right?
Yeah.
They don't be
Like,
saying
why?
that.
My
Yeah,
kids.
they don't be saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they
The
like,
fuck?
yeah,
Right.
fucking like I coach football. I know it's like some
They
some
killing
mom-
me every day.
I'm like, yo, man, like, did they
Never
give me a
seen her.
babysitter? Like, come up
Never
with a-
seen her.
Like, wait a second, I never seen her at a game.
Ever.
She just the kids get dropped off like multiple different.
No, you got some of them moms like remember when Drake was fucking with that one guy that played basketball's mom. So you got those moms that be like a mom when it's convenient for some clout.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I forget
Remember when
the
they
kid's name,
you know what I'm talking about? Remember
basketball.
they was taking like dinners and lunches on the
I never heard
helicopters and
about
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, hella like at the top. I was like, damn. She
Yeah.
just showing for the game. She kissed her son, but she hang with Drake. I'm like, damn. Like, all right.
Go, mama.
Is that a mom or a mother?
I guess in the words
No,
of
mama.
G6, it's a money play.
It's a money play. Okay, there we go. So
There you go.
it's a
It's
money
Hey,
play.
that's a free
I
tag.
just left the Aria with my guy PRL,
Okay.
and I have an announcement to make on
Okay.
Elevated Talkz.
Don't beat on the table.
Sorry,
bro.
sorry. While PRL was doing his thing, we had exclusive cameo.
Okay.
You know, I love Entourage. You know, I always say I'm the Black Ari Gold, right?
Okay.
So none other than Mark Wahlberg will be making a cameo when the Money Play music video comes out. Shouts out to PRL.
So when's the
Shouts out
money
to-
play video supposed to
Hey
come?
man, ease down, Sir Lancelot. You're asking a lot of questions. Just a lot of things are going
I
on
don't
in
want people to be
production.
waiting for like 9 months and shit.
All right, well look, by the time this comes out, it still won't be out. You guys holler at my Instagram, but it's coming soon.
We'll tag the answer. You guys know the fucking
You already
answer.
know what it is.
Yeah. So okay, have you guys been catching up with all this shit that's going on on TV and
Like,
all the,
well,
all the
I don't
Diddy
really watch a
shit?
lot of
Right.
TV.
All the
No.
Diddy shit. You guys haven't been paying
Oh,
attention?
I don't-
I see
No.
whatever
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
posted on like.
Yeah. Please, I want to know where you're gonna start with this Diddy stuff. Let's just start at the top. Was Cassie? Did she like it or love it? That's what I want to
She
know.
loved it and then she hated it, I think. You know what I mean?
Good one.
Expound. Let's go. Let's jump right on in. She loved it, then hated it.
Yeah.
Let me hear it. When was the hate? When
The hate was maybe when she felt like she started like being used and that he didn't really give a fuck about her. At first she thought like maybe different, so that's
But
why she liked it.
What do you think made her feel like that? I think the hate came from when
probably
she didn't
did
get. He
things.
wasn't dropping her music. That's just me.
No, I think it has to do with other women.
She
You know
signed
what
up
I
for
mean?
other women. Why would she be mad about that?
Well, obviously she was mad about it. She spoke about it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can't say why she's mad because I'm not her.
No,
but,
yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean? She did say that she was mad about it. You know?
No,
So,
that's true. That's true.
I don't know.
It's almost like women signing up for something and they know that they about to get themselves into.
You
but
know what I mean?
You're still a woman. You still might get mad and nigga fuck another bitch.
And you
fuck
try
her.
it and then you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Diddy situation?
I don't really pay attention to it too much.
Okay.
I just feel like, hey, he did what he did.
Or he didn't.
Party.
Right. She said it's a party.
It's a party.
People that have
It's
money
just-
and have power, that's normal to me. Like
Yeah.
they do shit like that. And
Weird
they really
shit.
do. And they really are into all that type of stuff. So if you're getting yourself involved with money like that and power, you're getting yourself involved in. Like you said, she didn't know what she was getting involved in, but when she finally realized what she was getting involved in, she wasn't for it.
That's why he caught her so young.
Right.
That's true. What you think, V?
I don't know. I just feel like overall, like it is fucked up, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure there were a lot of situations where she didn't want to do it. You know, regardless if she's already okayed a lot of shit.
Right.
You know, there's still things that you just don't want to do, regardless if it's like you're already swollen.
And then you know
have
drugs
blisters
are
in your mouth,
involved. Like
Right.
you know, like you're just like, I just don't want to. Like, I'm fucking hurting, and you just have to. So I feel like, you know, overall, it's just fucked up. It's inhumane. But overall, I feel like in the day, we're grown adults and you have will. You have your own will. And it's not like, it was really life or death. You know? It's not like you had a gun to your head. And it was like,
Right, so you feel like
Do
she
it.
could have walked away. Right.
At any
She
given
didn't.
moment.
but
there
he
you
I don't-
go.
threatened her.
Well, I don't
But
think.
you know mental health, like
Like, you-
some people feel like they can't.
I
You
think
can't walk away.
I don't think
Yeah.
that she could necessarily walk away. Just for the simple fact that, if you got a lot of shit, it's like a marriage, right? If you got a lot of shit tied into that marriage, you can't be like, I'm gonna open fucking leave, nigga beat my ass or whatever, right?
Right.
And then you gotta, because I met both of them a lot of times, working in the industry. I used to have to shuffle them up to the fucking.
Oh, I have a
shit.
crazy story.
And so, people that once they get that allure, even though they might not like it, they still deal with it because it's a whole bunch of shit that goes on with that. You know what I'm saying? So
I think like they're playing a role. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes they get it's like kind of entrapped. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking with that dude that keep on cheating on you, but you love him and you got all this shit tied into. You know he gonna that you don't like him.
It's too comfortable too to make a change.
Right.
Especially when motherfuckers.
It takes a lot to change.
And the power he has.
Oh yeah.
Like,
right,
yeah,
especially
it would be easy to walk away from.
Has so much to offer you. You have an amazing life, but I feel like at one point you get so tired of it that you're probably like, this is.
And that's what happened.
Think
That's
about
why
it.
she came out.
Think about it. Like, how many niggas do we tell? Like, yo, don't sign that deal. Don't sign a deal. Just do it independently. Don't sign to that record label.
And they still do it.
And they still do it. Oh, I'm gonna recruit back to like 7 albums. Like, like
she got signed to a 10-album deal. When I heard that shit, I started laughing to the top of my lungs.
Some people gotta learn the hard way though. You know,
we could spend your lifetime, yours, and his. We ain't finishing 10 fucking albums because the minute that, like, let's just say she's on her 9th album. The rest of everything, oh yeah, this is just an EP. Oh, this is just a teaser. Oh, this is because they fit the guidelines. You feel me? Like when they run the plays and they fit the guidelines, that's what it is. So when you sign that, you don't even know what you're signing. Wow. Like really, record contracts are something crazy. They the verbiage and that they say the words extraterrestrial. Like if we're ever if we ever happen to start streaming in another form, dimension, or another fucking universe, it says. If aliens are doing this, we will make our money. Am I lying?
That's true.
Really?
It says aliens and extraterrestrials on contracts that are Interscope, Atlantic, and Universal. These are facts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's because they don't know. They don't know. It's almost like the film industry. So like in the film and the TV industry, when they're coming up, like people didn't understand syndication. 100 shows, after 100 shows, you get paid in perpetuity. Perpetuity means forever. So it's like people was just signing stuff. Imagine in the 20s, whatever they were signing. So what happens when the world evolves and the way that things are happening evolves? So like CDs,
so that doesn't work anymore.
It don't work anymore.
Yeah.
So what has to happen is let's say Frank Sinatra's estate got to keep following up. Like because
you can't make adjustments to contracts.
You can, but you have to follow up. Okay. Just like after NDAs might expire in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, So some people might be under an NDA, they don't even know, or their NDA might have already expired. But you know, like so, let's say for Diddy, Cassie got the best situation. She got the 50 mil because she sued for 30, but she got more. You know what I'm saying? There was only 20 cleared because it was in LA. That gets sliced in half. Yeah, so that's why it was 20 cleared.
And too, like it was smart because she didn't sue him; she sued his company.
Smart.
So that's insurance money.
Yeah, but there's also other people saying that they got abused by him as well. You know what I mean? So it's not just about Cassie. You know?
Yeah,
that's just one little aspect. This is, I think, is a much larger thing. That
because this whole case,
she was just the Michael Jordan of that. She was just the lead witness.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she really in this case she does with. This is just this is just characterizing him a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like this has her shit doesn't have shit to do with this case. Really, not really. No. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things do, but it's just painting the narrative, painting a picture of who this character is. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker's going to fucking prison for racketeering and shit like, or they're trying to get him on racketeering and RICO and shit like that.
That the way that they do that RICO stuff. So like. I come from like a law background and things like that, so just family and shit like that. When it comes to that, RICO means they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's what they're
trying to figure it all out.
But that's how a lawyer sees it. You get what I'm saying? So when a lawyer sees like, oh, we're trying to get you for murder, or let's get you for this, or let's get you for that. If she says fuck it, let's just get him for RICO, your lawyer and his lawyer will be like, they ain't got shit, because RICO is just a way for them to be like this. You got like unindicted co-conspirators or something like that. So you're unindicted, you're a co-conspirator. All of these everybody holds something over somebody's head. Okay. So how can I trust your word if the only reason why you're snitching on me is because you don't want me to get you to go to jail or you know something about her? So RICO is just a way for you to get something. It just seems a way. If he calls and alludes
to get people to
if
talk.
he alludes to the fact that I kind of wanted to talk to V about a play for some money for you, so you can send some weed to her. If they can tie it
for
together,
them to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, but that's not real to real cops, and that's not real cop work.
Yeah,
just like how people say now, all of the cop work is in 90% of Instagram. All we do is film, so it's right there. All of the cars.
Well, most
Teslas is
most of the time, like when they throw the RICO. And a racketeering is inside the RICO, but when they throw that at two, they're trying to get something to stick, right? Because like X, Y, and Z might be it might possibly stick, but it might not stick. But when you throw this person's trying to run a criminal enterprise or whatever, that's how they used to get the mob bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how they got all the mob bosses.
Because then you start talking about tax evasion, this, that. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to get them for something. That's just what it is. They're going to get it for something. As long as they can get you to turn, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So, no.
What you guys think about Meg?
About who?
Ooh, let's
Meg
talk
Stallion.
about it.
Megan Thee Stallion. I think that Tory Lanez did not shoot that bitch.
I've been saying that the whole time.
This
everybody
whole
does.
shit makes me mad. Like, he should have never been in there to begin
So
with.
let's talk about
Free
that.
Tory.
Why does
Yeah.
he?
Free Tory.
Why does all the evidence? Because remember, when it was happening in real time, everybody thought he was good. So when things like that happen, what do you think?
I think he got like silenced or something. Something happened, but he didn't shoot her. They're coming out saying that didn't happen.
Do you think Tory Lanez should have got on the stand and said, "I'm innocent. I didn't do it"?
He should have, but maybe he couldn't have for some whatever reason that we don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. Understandable.
There could have been like deeper reasoning, so why he was just like, "Fuck
It's
it."
always a deep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
What
sure.
you think about Meg, brother?
Well, you already know. I said on plenty
yeah.
podcasts, but yeah.
He said, "I don't say what I think about her all the time."
No, I said it on a lot. You know, like we already know that she didn't do it. We already know who did, had the gun. But you know, again, they got Tory on. Like if you go look at the charges, they got him not on shooting Meg.
Right.
They got him on basically being a felon.
Around the firearm.
Yeah, shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So,
what?
you know, I'm like the hood nerd. Like I be looking at like
Paying
shit that
attention,
motherfuckers don't look at. But yeah, they got him for everything but shooting her. That's one. And then two, like I think what Tory fucked up is he tried to say he got silenced like you said, but I think he tried to stick to like a street code and not like give it up. And then he thought that like, all right, they just gonna get me for
Some
like
little shit.
some little shit that I could do in 3 years and I'll probably get good behavior, this and this and that, and woo. And his lawyers at the time probably was telling him, they don't got too much that's gonna stick and yada 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 and whoop-de whoop whoop whoop. And
That ain't how it happened.
I blame Tory all the way, man. He played.
Do you think he's gonna get out though?
Yeah.
I think so.
I hope
As
so.
much as Trump is pardoning everybody right now, they about to get him.
I don't even think he needs a pardon. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
think he
saying?
does
I
either.
think
But
if you
yeah,
just look at the
they're about
fucking
to,
facts,
Newsom,
like-
right? Governor Newsom, and they just want to petition him, and they can just get him out.
I think that he's gonna get out just off of like all this shit that's starting to surface, like all this shit that all this evidence is starting to surface. You know, like it's kind of funny, like they purposely withhold information for a couple years, and all of a sudden it's like
All of a sudden, everything is right there.
Right?
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like the scamdemic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know they purposely withhold information and let people do what they got to get done or whatever, and then a couple years later, well, you know what, motherfuckers, we got you.
We got you. Man. It's like that. Yeah, that making shit crazy. At the end of so this okay. So better question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Is a black woman that put a black man in jail. You know, and at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what nobody here says. She's never gonna get reprimanded or get looked at a certain way because of the obvious double standard in life.
I think something definitely happened to her, but not what she's saying. I don't think she will really get looked at in any way because something did happen to her. But you know what I mean? What's fucked up is that you persecuted somebody that didn't do it. And you'll have to live with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's
But
fucked
why
up.
is it just the normal double standard that no one, no one's going to jump on Megan for doing this, but have the tables been turned? Oh, man, don't let her go to jail because Tory,
Oh, yeah.
and then that'd be, no, wait. Oh, there'd be picket signs, it'd be free Megan,
yeah.
it'd be horses at the goddamn
Right.
fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be horses at the fucking shop, right?
Stallions.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the normal double standard type of thing, or do you guys think it's anything deeper than that?
I think it's deep.
Oh, okay.
I think it's real deep.
Period. Yeah.
I think it's a double standard.
That's what I was
I mean,
gonna say. I
but
just
in
think
life,
it's a-
it's always a double standard. Something either one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what you think? She meant.
I just think there are things going on that we don't know about. You know what I mean? And there's repercussions for those things. And
No.
yeah.
Sure, because she definitely has handlers. Well, everybody in the entertainment, for the most part, has handlers. And, you know, you start looking at who's behind her and who is with her and, you know, all this shit. You start seeing, okay, I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I see what's going on.
Well, yeah, I'm familiar with her Rock Nation team and all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, they can
Crazy stuff.
they can pull anything that they want to pull off. They can pull off. It's
Scary.
pretty cut and dry. You know what I mean?
It's very true.
That's why I be telling guys, like, look, man, like, I've been there before. Trust me, I've been there before. I'm pretty sure G's been there before.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes like you just gotta have a little bit more discipline. Just like, nah, I didn't say that.
And that's why I'm glad you went there, because that's what I was gonna say. At the end of the day, Tory, you fucked up because we watched it all play out. Mm-hmm. I don't care who get mad at me because I'm frivolous. You supposed to send that bitch home and go fuck Kylie. Yeah. That was the play.
He fucked up right there.
Okay, so I'm not crazy, right? I ain't crazy. All right. She let me hang this on a little crazy.
It is.
Nigga, just go because
you should have never left with the bitch.
We were all he was on live. It was live. We all got to watch it. We all got to watch. He's having the time of his life. He just did the NFT thing. He popping. He doing cannonballs and this shit. The minute, look, we all know black women. The minute she said, Tory, you almost fucked up my hair. The minute, nigga, I don't give a. The minute she was like, she's like, he's jumping around, yay! Kylie in the background, ah! She's like, Tory, you almost fucked up my hair, and she's trying to fuck. I know black women. The minute she did that, I was like, That's that moment you're talking about, brother. And what happened is he realized it, tried to go out and tried to have a real nigga moment. Hey, my nigga, just come pick her up.
But he shouldn't have been fucking
come pick her up.
Though,
he was trying to have the
like,
security come pick her up. Y'all know that. He was trying to come pick her up, take her. All right, nigga, I got you. Nigga came, got her, and he did it because she drunk and stupid. Okay, cool. I'll meet you there. Then when she started leaving, she started coming to her senses like, what the fuck? I ain't about to let this Kylie bitch. No, turn around because I'm Megan. And that nigga turned around. And that's where shit got tricky. See, he just did it a little too late. You can't go over there with Megan and fucking Kylie, brother. You got to make a decision. But it's a lot going on and he think he the man.
But
Quarantine
he was also
radio.
Fucking her friend, right? Her best friend. That's what
I didn't even want to bring that up.
The fuck?
So then he doing that too. That's why I blame men. Even in all these conversations, when they talk about men and women dynamics, who do I always blame? It's our fault. Because if we can't run the world and when shit fuck up, then it's the women's fault. I'm a firm believer in it's our fault. It's his fault. He fucked that off. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah.
He played that on.
But I do think that Megan should probably fucking go to jail.
I feel like
I don't know enough to comment on it, but
I think if you lie, this is just anybody. If anybody lies on
the
somebody,
way she has lied about it too, and the things that she has said, like she's like really pushed it to the limit. Like, bitch, you know the truth, and for you to say that,
like that's crazy. The world let her call Gail a bitch. That's Oprah homegirl. She was like, yeah, why people are asking me about what the fuck this Gail bitch said? Women let it, like this double standard shit. Did you hear that or am I just talking?
I watched it.
And I was like, wow. Black women, all color crease, they don't give a fuck. Cool, fuck it. Double standards is here to stay.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Like if Tory was like, yeah, man, I don't know why that bitch Gail King asking me if I fuck Megan. What?
Oh yeah, you would have seen Dolores Tucker and all kind of motherfuckers.
So I'm not crazy. That's all I'm saying. So it's just like I'm just sitting back like, damn. We really are in the 2020 16-10 of life. Like life is, we're about to be in 2030. We gonna blink. Your daughter gonna be 10. My son gonna be 25. Look, your kid gonna be 23. Like time is moving, man. My son just turned 17. Fast. Like life is moving.
Damn, Jordan just turned 17.
My son.
Oh.
Iverson Jordan.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, because your name's Jordan.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay. As we digress.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they looking at them like, what the fuck y'all got going on over there?
They're all close to besties.
We
know each other.
We just became best friends. That was the moment.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I mean, like, I think Meg should go to jail.
I think she should too. Do you think Megan should go to jail for making sure that this nigga Tory's in jail?
Yes.
Fair.
I do. For lying. She lied.
I don't know enough about it. I didn't pay attention to it.
Okay, let's do this.
I know from what you guys were talking about.
Okay,
and
we're gonna do something. We're gonna do
something. Our own research.
If we were running for governor, let's say governor, right?
Okay.
If we were running for governor, what would be your 3 things that you ran on? Like, this is just some spare of the moment shit, but what would be the 3 things that you ran on as a governor? I'm about to tie something in real quick.
Okay.
This is a good one.
That is.
Because I'm an intellect and I am stumped.
So you said 3 things that they.
Like initiatives, it sounds like, right? Like 3 things that you would push.
That you would push. It's like,
I thought you had more to add to that, though.
No, I just want to hear something real quick.
Well, I'm not going first.
Oh, I would push free feminine products for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Right on. I can deal with that.
Free mental health resources as well.
Okay.
I like that.
And also resources for the homeless, like just a quick little turnaround.
What kind of resources?
Like like places where they can like shower, get
Oh,
some
okay. I got you. All right.
Even if they're homeless, get them cleansed and get them homed, right? Clint.
Well, some don't want to be homed.
Right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Are you asking me the question? You know
I'm
what?
asking everybody. Question.
Okay. Ask them first. I'm
No,
not asking.
your turn.
I'm thinking.
3 initiatives. I'm not good at this. I'm so I'm so not good at politics because
it's not about politics. It's what do you care about for humanity?
Right, like,
it don't
so
matter.
you can say
because if I
like
tell the world I care about nothing besides God and my family, I
You
say
could be like,
no,
I give free dick pills out for all the other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying.
this nigga's burnt out. Free Viagra for everyone. 3 things that I would want to push. I guess more like youth programs, like anything that gotta just gonna be something for the youth, whether it's STEM, you know what I'm saying, science, tech, engineering, and math programs, anything as far as Boy Scout stuff, like the stuff that I was raised on. I
was a Boy Scout?
Yeah, I was a Boy Scout. Yes, I
You look like a Boy Scout.
badges?
I got all my badges. I was a Weeblo, cuz. Yeah,
What else you do for those badges?
Yo. Nothing, man.
No Diddy.
Well, because my Boy Scout, everything that I did, like it was all in the church.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I was gonna get
That's
to.
not making it any better.
See, here you go, man. I didn't say the cathedral. This ain't
What
no
kind
bullshit.
of church were you in? What religion?
Well, Christian.
Christian, okay.
But I went to Los Angeles, so it was like a big Hollywood church, like Magic Johnson, you know what I'm saying, Denzel Washington, all the celebrities went there. So it was a big, real Hollywood church and stuff. But I would bring more programs like that, or more, I don't know, maybe things that can bring churches, because I came from an era where the church, I had rites of passage where they teach you about mental health, they teach you the women about chastity, keeping that pussy on the low, don't be doing giving away, like all of that. Then I was a part of the step team. So we was doing that shit.
Step team from high school, I was too.
You see my interior life? They just start laughing at you.
I really was.
I'm using all my cool points, all right? They just think I'm a fly G6 guy, you know what I'm saying? Now they're just envisioning Boy
This
Scouts.
motherfucker said, B, if you can't hang, you got to get out the game.
See? So it's like I did all of that type of stuff, and that made me, obviously who I am, but I kind of, like I see my son, and, I have the means to put him in a whole bunch of whatever the fuck he wants, but a lot of things that just don't be like that, where it's a one-stop shop that can provide all of these things. You know what I'm saying? You can play basketball at church. You can do this at church.
Well, it's kind of like the Boys and Girls Club.
Right? Well, yeah, right.
Yeah?
For sure.
Okay.
And I went to the Boys and Girls Club
religiously
too.
based, is that what you mean?
No, the Boys and Girls Club something different. I'm just saying, like,
okay.
West Angeles was just like a
It's a
huge
big
church.
ass,
It was
huge church.
This church was super huge. I mean, I'm talking about Snoop Dogg, like a lot of things that to live and die in LA, Tupac, like anytime people did stuff, they had to show West Angeles in the 90s. Yeah. So it was a big thing. He knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, now it's your turn.
Me, what about her? And you?
We're going to get to me.
Yeah, we're going to get to him.
Okay, so
and I
guess,
have a grievance at the end.
Let me think. I think the first one would be like free health, dental, and mental health care.
I meant to say
and then I think
too late
maybe the second would be like more like advocating for children's rights. And then lastly, I think it would be to have like cleaner food with what they put in it.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so 3 things. I for sure go for mental health.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Another thing.
What helps mental health? I never
It's
understand.
different programs for different people.
Okay, got you. You just mean programming.
Everyone, goes through different things in life, so and people don't really.
It's
look
not
at
a
that.
one size fits all.
Right, they don't look at that.
No.
Like,
The minute she said
you know
programs,
how people judge
totally
people and
understand.
they're like, oh, but you don't really know what they're going through. So
100%.
you don't know how they're thinking or what's happened in their past. Everyone goes through different things. So
100%.
for sure, mental health's number one. And then I feel like more free insurance, stuff like that. You said for hospitals, stuff like that. I feel like you shouldn't pay for that.
They don't do that shit in Canada.
So,
They do that in France.
But
Oh,
you
for
know,
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the only bad thing about that is like in like different countries when they have those free healthcares and shit. Like it's kind of like Obamacare, right?
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Like one, you have to wait a little. One, you have to like in Canada, you gotta wait like long ass time for like certain visits and shit, right? And then 2, your taxes is higher, so like to offset one thing, they got it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, your taxes is like twice as much as out here. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, yeah, I feel like it's just because, you know, poor people, like people that can't afford it and don't know the difference.
Right. You got one more.
Yeah, one more. Education. I feel like education shouldn't cost money, so they should offer that. But
like free college?
Like free college, for sure.
For sure. You might as well make it look.
To learn, because not everybody does. So the people that actually want to learn and get the education and can't afford it, I feel like they should offer that.
Hell yeah.
They should hold people back from like investing and teaching them how to invest in different things, because you're not taught that in school.
No, 100%.
So they should teach you how to money management and investing and give free education for that.
And this is the best time to do that shit, because right now this is the one time where you don't need your fucking college education. This is the one time where like literally corporate offices they're not even asking for that shit now. So it's over. Anybody that tells your kids to go to college, you're just saying that for your own whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could definitely. I mean,
that, but it's like I still like my daughter's the same way right now because she's graduating, so she feels
this
like
is now. She's in this.
Now,
I'm saying the next generation.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's
I'm
still
sorry,
like
the next generation.
I'm gonna be in debt.
Yeah.
She's like, so why am I gonna go to school for that? I'm like, listen, you still should go to school. Because they're making it like, so many people are entrepreneurs now. They're
but
making
go to school.
Like,
what does she want to do? Like, what does she want to do?
Does she know what she want to do?
She switches up every year.
Oh yeah, she should go to school.
She don't need to go to college. That's what I'm saying. College isn't for the switch up.
When you start college, you still have to take all your credentials. So you have to take your math, your science. So that's how they're looking at it. Like, I'm putting all this money in, and they're making brainwashing them like you're going to be in debt.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
Well, you are.
You are, but I still feel like they're taking that education from them because it should be free. Like I agree with the free education. Yeah, I'm just saying for the next education. She's like, okay, now I'm gonna be in debt if I go to school to do this.
I think it's like a double-edged sword.
I'm giving a fuck.
Yeah, I think it's like a double.
I think it is
fuck
too.
I still go for free.
But I still went to
I'm not paying that shit.
Look, so it's like a double-edged sword because if you, I think it should be cheaper, right? But if you make something free, then it's not that valuable anymore.
And I agree with that.
Yeah, so
knowledge will always be valuable because not everybody will seek it though.
That's
you know what I mean?
Like not everybody really will take the time to actually.
Yeah, but if you go to school in today's time, like you got to really know what you're going to school for. And you should only really go to college for like maybe like 5 things. If not, you should go to trade school. I push trade school.
Yeah. Trade school and or the 5 things and that's it.
But like, they're closing trade schools now.
Mm-hmm. They're about to start.
I think
they started already
because they got AI and robots.
Yeah,
all of them trades are no longer going to be.
So now all the children that went there, they got to go somewhere else. Yeah. Like
that's crazy.
I think
crazy.
that
they're not gonna even have to fucking.
Well, with AI, all you guys are gonna be replaced. So
right, they don't even have to They don't even have to replace plumbers with bots. They just replace the toilets and the toilet system, and now y'all are gone. It's that simple. Like we don't even have to get y'all out the paint. We can just go here and get that taken care of, and now y'all out the paint because we don't want to just do a couple 100,000. We fix this in the next 20 years, 10 years. If everybody has a fucking toilet that don't need a plumber. 20 million plumbers are done, just like that.
Look, I'm gonna give you guys some game. And the viewers hand in to me.
Okay.
Learn as many skills as possible. Don't ever get comfortable. I say it all the time. Don't ever get fucking comfortable because the moment you're comfortable, there's somebody here to take your spot. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are, how masculine you are, whatever the case is. They're going to take your fucking position.
100%.
Never be comfortable in your position. Never be comfortable within your body. You should always be like, damn, I need to learn more.
Always
I need to
keep
do
going,
more.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You could be like we know girls that was popping. They had podcasts. They had this. They had that. And then next minute we don't know no more. You know. And so, especially young people. Like I'll say this to young people real quick. Don't think that you got fucking time to take life for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be learning something every day. If you that fine ass chick, you gotta be finer every day.
Every day.
And I'm not talking about going and go get like all this surgery and shit like that because
inside.
Like we don't care about
Work
that shit.
on the inside.
Yeah, we don't
hold
care.
on, say that again.
We don't.
You know about the
I
how
didn't have a chance to get ready.
Say that again. We don't care about that stuff.
Look,
and tell them why we don't care.
Look, man. Look, the only people that care about that stuff is people that don't get pussy. Like that's.
Did I not say that?
You did.
Non-real niggas.
Look,
I just wanted to
but when you done been around it, you done had it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like when you got, especially guys that have options.
Yes.
They don't give a fuck about the fake titties, ass, the fucking lip injections and shit like that, because like we already, that's the pick of the litter.
Yep.
Like you look like everybody else. You feel like everybody else.
And that's exactly what we was talking about.
Like for me, I care about. I tell people like this all the time. I'd rather deal with a solid 7, solid 6. That's gonna do the things I need to do, because that's gonna inspire me to do even more things.
You just means her looks.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she's still gonna compensate the other -4 with the personality.
She's gonna compensate 90% of the shit that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's some fly ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll tell you, this might be a little vogue, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here after this. Look, we have better nuts with motherfuckers that could fucking fulfill us in other ways rather than just the vanity.
That nigga is not lying.
Block that.
Do y'all agree?
I ain't never knew that, but I can understand.
No, I
can
always
believe
knew
it.
that, because people always tell me, they're like, you make your money off your personality. I'm like, huh? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
No, that's a
because
fact.
because the industry I'm in, like, I can have the most prettiest girl, but they don't know how to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Most-
that's
how
where
to
I
treat
come
somebody.
in.
Most super bad girls are like boring.
Right.
They're the
Or
worst.
they're
They're
rich.
the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Shout out your tags. We about to get the fuck out of here. So shout out your tags. It was a great podcast, wasn't it?
No,
It
we're
was,
quick.
yeah.
We're back
For my
quick.
first one, I love it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You guys gotta come back again.
I'm down.
Yeah.
all right.
Sure.
You popped their cherry, so they gotta come back.
Yeah, they gotta come back. You know, we always have returning guests.
Okay.
Shout out your Instagrams and all your shit that you want to shout out real quick.
Pretty on Purpose CEO. That's my Instagram.
We'll have it all
My
tagged.
Instagram is Mac Levy.
My Instagram is The Life of V.
The Life of V. Anything else you guys want to shout out real quick?
I hope
Shout out
everybody
Young
has a
Taz.
wonderful, blessed life.
Wonderful, blessed life. I love that.
Man, I don't know. I didn't get no shout outs. All right, look, I got stuff to say. This
Well,
is
we already know
crazy.
he's gonna do that.
Yeah, shout out to you. You're always throwing me in these like
Oh, appreciate that.
spontaneous
Same.
Hey,
shit.
and shouts out.
Because I never know what I'm getting into. I'm like, do you want to do this? Yeah, sure. And I'm just like, so let's
And
fucking do it.
I love V. Shouts out to Taj.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
shout out to
saying?
Taj.
You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? I manage Taj. He's a dope, to me, #1 artist out here in Vegas. This is Taj's assistant. So when you ask what she does that as well.
No, I seen that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hold on, man. You already know. G6, Fly Sky Walking, man. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, being here. But 1 second, I have a grievance. And it's a point too. And we'll leave on this point. Just notice that he asked every single one of you women about your mental health and stuff. I didn't get asked. And it's not because No.
Are you okay?
Let's make it a moment because you know what I'm gonna do. Let's make it a moment because you know what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take my glasses off. I didn't get asked about my mental health because I want all of you women to understand that the way us men see it, women don't care. That's how it's seen.
But that's
I'm just telling you how it's seen.
Yes.
It's seen that way. And from a man to not even ask about that stuff, it's because at the end of the day, he knows that we just gotta bite the bullet and deal with it anyway.
Or maybe he didn't care enough to ask.
So why didn't you
No,
ask?
and honestly, I kind of saw you kind of like him, like a co-host for him. So
No, I know,
like,
I know,
that's
I know.
why
I know what he's doing, but I just
Yeah.
want to make the bigger.
definitely understand
just
what
the
you're
bigger
saying,
talk and
though.
stuff like that because
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
I would just want to put this out there. We out of here. A lot of people got to understand when it comes to deleting yourself.
Yeah.
Men do that much at a higher rate than women. So just understand, women deal with stuff too. Men, we actually delete ourselves from that. So just next time,
What do you mean by delete yourself?
we don't want to say it on YouTube. Self-deletion.
Okay, I understand.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
When you
So he asked us, didn't ask him.
So I'm just saying in the back of the subconscious mind, just when you're around people and people have these conversations, wonder how many of the men get asked that question.
Well, next
We know
time-
why he did
Next
it.
time I will for sure ask the question
Yeah.
if I'm in a setting like
But yeah,
this.
G6, capital G6 on Instagram. You know, I try to have a little moment before I get fearless. Hey, man, we got to have a little serious moment. G6, capital G6 on Instagram, man. Money Play in stores, man. I appreciate Terrence. I appreciate Elevated Talkz. And let's do what we do. All the ladies that came through, I appreciate that, man. You already
you
know.
guys been hyped.
Thank
Look,
you guys
and on
for
that
having
note,
us.
I would definitely put all the Instagrams and shit. You guys already know this motherfucker's Instagram, so I'm not even plugging it.
I don't post as much as I used to, guys. I'm calming down.
The meth wore off. But anyways, like, subscribe, follow, and we out.
Peace.